Shaking, everybody. It's another late night, middle of the night, fucking vlog time, I guess. I don't know. Got my favorite cigar box guitar all tuned up and fixed up. I made a little video earlier. I love this guitar. I built this guitar last year on I'm not going to go into the details of it at all. It was a year ago, but I built this guitar on it was a very sad day in my life. And it was just a time of, how do I put it? Abandonment. I felt very abandoned. It was a day I felt very abandoned by my people. So I thought, I'm going to take this horrible negative energy I'm feeling and build me the saddest sounding instrument I can possibly try to make. I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, I love these cigar box guitars, man. They're really easy to build, you know. There's no mystery behind it or nothing, you know. Like people who build them, you know. Most of the people that I associate with who build them really do them up nice, you know. But I do them super primitive, you know what I mean? Like none of these tuning heads are even fucking screwed in. Like they're just kind of held there by the tension of the strings, you know. Luckily I can get it in tune, but it's really just a stick through a box, man. You know, it's like a stick through a box, a few holes drilled in. Like you can see the basics, right? All this other shit is just like ornamental, like this domino. I don't need to have this domino there. It's just I thought it would look cool, right? Or this like door handle. Like this is a good hand rest, you know, but I don't have to have it there, you know. This brass ring around the sound hole, you know, like it's all fucking accoutrement or whatever the fuck they say in France, you know. But I probably just deeply embarrassed myself there pronouncing a word wrong, but whatever. But yeah, you know, I use a key. This is a key for an apartment that I used to live in with a friend of mine. It's the bridge, you know. Inside of this, I have, you know, I'm all into tarot cards and shit like that, right? Well, I can basically do the same sort of shit with a deck of normal playing cards. You know what I mean? Like, more in the hoodoo tradition rather than the tarot tradition, you know, like, but, you know, you can read a deck of playing cards actually came out of tarot. So, I'll explain that in another vlog one day, right? Maybe. But inside of this box is a special card, given to me. It was given to me, on the day that I built this guitar, and, a big part of why I felt abandoned that day. So, you know, it's kind of this was a feeling sorry for myself guitar that I built. I guess that's the way to put it. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I can just fucking make some good music out of it now. You know what I mean? It's a year later. I got a bunch of Cigar Box guitars I built. That's my favorite one. I have a 2-string one I use occasionally. I've demonstrated them all in older videos. I'll do that again someday soon, just to revisit it. But I got a 1-string diddly bow I made. I can't even see where the fuck it is right now, but yeah, I have no idea where it is. But it's really cool. It's got an Altoid box as a resonator. 1 string. It's about this big, you know. Oh, it's cool. I love it. But yeah, people often ask me, how do you build cigar box guitars? You know, how do you do it? You know, can you show me? And I can show you, sure. My good friend Tyler, the great unwashed Tyler Watson, one of the admins on my Warehouse of Strangers page and a co-worker up at Trent Radio, and a fantastic musician, let me say. I had another 3-string model that I'd built, but it was real crappy. Like, it was real, completely no frills, you know what I mean? Like, nothing fancy on it. It was like, but I made it that way to get, like, so when I gave it to him, he could, and I hope he's done something with it. I don't know what, like, you know, it was playable as it was. I told him, I said, you can play it as it is. It's fine. It's stage worthy, you know? But, I hope you fix it up and make it your own. You know what I mean? Because that's the beauty of a cigar box guitar, is you can totally make it your own, right? Like, you can make it exactly how you want it, right? Like, I've seen people make resonators out of fucking dog dishes. You know, people amplify these things by taking the little piezo thing out of a fucking smoke detector and turning it into a contact pickup. You know. No rules, you know. I'm part of a bunch of cigar box guitar builder groups on Facebook, and one of them's actually called Cigar Box Guitar Builders No Rules, you know. And it's so true. I used to build them so when, you know, like, you could open them up. Like, I'd make them so when you had the strings loose, you could open them up, and I'd do little dioramas inside the box. You know, I'd make like, you know how in school you used to make little scenes, right? And I'd get little plastic birds and stuff and little things and make like a little fucking scenario. It was just goofy fun, you know. But I made a cigar box guitar once out of a fucking tuna fish can and a little stick, and it had one tuner on it. Yeah, it was 1-string diddly bow. That's what you call 1-string cigar box guitar, diddly bow. It was hanging up on the wall at the Spill. I had a bunch of my cigar box guitars hanging up on the wall at the Spill. I hope they're safe, because now the Spill's closed. But mm-hmm, mm-hmm. My last post was, I got no snuff tobacco blues, and I played that on this thing. But I managed to rooting through my shit. I don't know, if I was to wave my camera around my studio, you'd go, God damn, man, how do you live like that? You know. But the beauty of that is, often I rarely lose anything. You know what I mean? But often I'll misplace something and I'll gratefully find it. Like, somewhere in my apartment here, I have a $20 bill that I've yet to find. You know. But I managed to find a few of these fucking pouches, these skull pouches. I got some of these a while back, and I don't know. I don't like pouches that much. I got them to try them, you know. They're like, you know what I mean? It's like a little fucking maxi pad or something in your fucking lip. But I don't know. They're better than nothing. They taste all right, you know. But whatever. That's what that is. But yeah, I started talking about abandonment. You know, like, I built this guitar because I felt it was a sad day. I want to take that energy I had of that abandoned energy. You know. feeling sorry for myself energy and put it into something positive and build an instrument, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I've come to learn very recently, some people that are in your life, you know, no matter how much they make themselves up to be something, no, like I'm always saying, nobody is innocent. You know what I mean? Like I've done bad things. You know, everyone I know has done bad things. Every single person I know has done bad things in their life. You know, some people just can't. You know, I don't know. Some people just want to fucking embrace the fucking victim role. You know what I mean? And kind of have that as an identity. It almost seems. You know what I mean? And that's toxic, man, you know, like, and sometimes when people leave your life, you just got to let them go, you know, it's toxic, you know, I'm sure people feel that way about me, you know, push that toxic person out of your life, you know, and sometimes people leave your life for a reason, you know, and you just can't go chasing them down because they're toxic. They're fucking not only, you know, like there's one thing to be a straight up fucking mean ass person, and then there's one thing to be a fucking a ruse of a person almost, you know what I mean? And but you know, you're just as fucking toxic as the next person, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just have I see a lot of that, it seems. I don't know. Maybe it's small town living. Maybe I've just lived in fucking Peterborough too long. I don't know. I'm not trying to diss anybody. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about just like a general state of mind, you know. It's hard to let people go sometimes, but sometimes you gotta, because it's bad for you, you know. No matter how good you think it is for you, it's bad for you. And friends come and go, you know. I had a friend of mine, you know, the closest I'm going to get to naming names. I had a friend of mine of fucking 15 years, felt like a brother to me, you know, and I wouldn't, he's a recovering addict, you know, and I wouldn't give him my fucking script of painkillers one time when I got it. You know, he's like, well, you should give that to me, and I didn't. And he hasn't talked to me since. This was like half a year ago, you know, almost 4 or 5 months ago. You know, he doesn't talk to me anymore because I didn't give him my fucking jar of pills, you know. This guy I was like brothers with for 15 fucking years, you know. You gotta let that shit go. Toxic. Toxic fucking people, you know. Man, this video is coming to a close quick. I'm just fucking going off. But I had a really good, I had a much better day today than I did yesterday. I thought I was gonna fucking die yesterday, and I seriously thought I was gonna die yesterday. That may sound melodramatic, but it's the truth. But I feel 100% better today, you know. And I had a fucking wonderful night with my children, and that always breathes new life into me, you know. So that's why I'm sitting up here all wired up at midnight, going, yeah, you know, because I saw my kids, and they fucking, they just get me every time. Amazing. My little daughter dressed up like me. She put my blazer on, put my little flat cap on, my scarf, and she even had red socks on, like a fucking rude girl, skinhead. You know what I mean? Fucking wanted to listen to the Replacements at dinner. Anyway, this video is coming to a close really fast, so I gotta wind it up. But I'll see you tomorrow in the meth end of town. probably early in the morning, and I'll be doing this again. But hopefully I'm going to get something up tomorrow. Okay, bye.